are doing an interview for the Dead Daisies fan club in Holland. Can you believe it? But we're not in Holland. We're not anywhere near. We are in Sulpich. I'm here for my solo gig. But anyway, we're doing this, and I'm supposed to pick some questions here. And this is the first one. This one was talking to me. And they're complete nonsense, I hear.
Some of them, not all of them.
Oh, what was the last book you read and what was it about? Can I be honest? Now, when you say reading a book, the whole thing,
Yeah.
I have to be honest. I start things.
They don't finish them?
I don't finish with as far as reading is concerned because I started reading to go to sleep. I started buying books to wind down on tours, specifically on tour. And guess what? If the book is good, I'm reading, reading, and the sun's coming up, and I'm reading and reading, so I had to stop. And I'm thinking about getting some, some digital stuff going on, so I can finish and continue. But I will say this: the last, if I remember correctly, it was either Eric Clapton or Keith Richards.
Biography. Biography.
Biographies, yeah. Eric Clapton specifically, I got that book because he's sober and the story's amazing. It's a great journey, and I have a lot in common with him as far as sobriety. Today is 30 years of sobriety, so it just touches really close to me, and it was very, very interesting, that book. Going through life, sometimes it gets tough. But no matter what, you just don't drink or use drugs or do anything mind-altering because you need to experience life. So that was it. I think that was the last book. I'll pick some things up here and there, but nothing I can remember. You got to remember, these past 10 years from my career, I don't know about anybody else, I've been extremely busy, where I go from one project to the next. So I'm either having to write a lot of lyrics like I just did for my solo album, so that takes up my time, or I have to write a lot of music, or I'm learning music for the next tour. Like today we're rehearsing for my tour, so I had to refresh all that and remember all the lyrics. So it's time consuming. It takes up a lot of stuff. When we're getting ready to record with the Daisies in a few months, the same thing happens. You kind of have to dive into it and start looking at the music, and sometimes we all get involved in the lyrics. We help John, so it's a lot of work, and it's nice for me when I have time where I'm not working to just disengage, just do whatever, but not use the noggin at all because it's fried, like it is right now. I'm pretty fried. But so the reading, I need to do the visual thing, and then my brain starts working again, and I could read for hours and hours and hours at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning if the book is good, and then I'm up. I read a lot on Nikki Sixx, who I got to meet and hang, and who I have a lot of respect for. I did the Heroin. The Heroin Diary? What's it called? Yeah, that one. And the Heroin Diaries, something like that. And Nikki Sixx, The Dirt. I definitely just love those books, man. Industry stuff. Anyway, so that's my long answer to a very, very short question. And I should have said, what was the book you last read and what was it all about? I could have said, it's none of your business. But I didn't. Sorry. Anyway, I have another question. Do I pick?
Yeah. Yeah, you can pick.
Are we doing the interview, Jamie, or not? Are you involved?
Yeah.
Say something.
Yeah.
Turn the camera around.
No.
Please.
No.
Yes, I insist. Liz, say hello.
Hello.
She's doing the interview.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay. My favorite Daisy song. I started saying that I kind of got attached to the earlier works that we did together. Revolution is a favorite album, and Face I Love, the songs that we did there, I love those. And then the album before, before I was even involved. There's some great songs there. So that was my introduction to the Daisies, and I have a lot of favorites there. But I love where we're going today. I love Make Some Noise. There's some great stuff there. So, but I can't pick one, guys. I'm sorry. I'm that guy.
Maybe a top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Well, Make Some Noise is a favorite. And there's a fly here. Yes, and yeah, long way to go. It's
We
definitely-
didn't ask for your favorite.
No, that's okay. Long way to go.
Mom is
Jen.
interfering.
That's Mom. That's a good song too. Lock and Load, I have to say, has been a favorite because for a lot of reasons. The content, the lyrically, is something that's really important today, and I love songs that carry, messages like that. You and I.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go and go. That's what I mean. It's really hard to pick one. So there's 5. There you go. Bam. Or 4. I can't count. Was that whatever? Anyway.
I think it was 3. Make Some Noise.
Long way to go.
No, that was hers.
No, that was mine too.
Oh. Oh, then we were 4.
The Face I Love.
That's 5 then.
Angel.
That's 6. You can name everything.
Lock and Load. There's
Go
a
on.
song on Revolution that I love that we never played. Maybe we played it one time. Sleep.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah. And so on and so forth. I mean, Freedom, I kind of dig that one too. I heard it recently in some commercial and it was like, how cool. It's in a movie.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's a great track. We should consider maybe start playing. The fact is, folks, is that there's a lot of favorite songs on my end. And we have, in a short period of time, we've written a lot of good music. So try to pick one song. In a matter of 3 years, we have the catalog. It's just big. We have a lot of songs. There's a lot of talent in this band, I don't mind saying. A lot of songwriters, a lot of big talent. So it's cool. I'm really looking forward to the next album.
Well,
Which will
we're
be
looking
coming
forward
out.
to it as well.
Yeah, 2018. We're going to the studio in November. So, been busy. I've been busy. I just finished my solo album too. La la la. So, next question. Are you going to ask me something, Jan?
Well, all the questions
Sure.
are there.
What do you think, Mom?
Well, okay,
go.
okay. I'm going to ask you something,
Yes.
but the question is in there.
Okay.
So if you pick it, you can just
No,
pick
ask me
another.
something and then I
Okay.
have to go looking for it.
Okay, what is all the same about?
All the same is lyrically. Let me think. It's about relationships. It's about forgiving each other for our shortcomings, and when you love somebody, you just overcome all that crap that happens in relationships. That's what that's about. I mean, I'm sure my wife could break down and tell you a bunch of stuff that she hates about me. And I could probably pick out quite a few things I hate about her too, but we're still together, we love each other. We go through life, we go through thick and thin, we go through troubles, and then we're happy, and we have the peaks and the valleys, and that's what all the same. So, with all your quirkiness and all the, with all your imperfections, I still love you kind of song.
That's what I thought. But then we were in Hamburg, and John said
Yeah.
it's about our ex-wives, and I was looking at my boyfriend like, what the fuck?
Well, are you going to leave that in, the F word? F
Yeah,
word?
why not?
Oh, it's for adults?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It can be said on Dutch television and
Oh,
stuff.
it can't?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can curse and swear.
Well, then fudge. That's as far as I can go. Fudge. Fudge, because I have children at home in California. So we're trying. Anyway, we're like that. We're different, I think. Trying to be. Well, that applies to ex-wives and present wives and relationships and girlfriends and boyfriends. And that's how I read it. Again, it's one of those lyrics where everybody can have their own opinion.
Yeah.
And their own picture about it. So do I look for the question or do I look for another one? That's my answer and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. We'll hold you to it.
Okay. So, wow. The best song ever made. Songs, again, the best song ever written, Let It Be. Well, anybody and everybody can identify it. All age groups, all colors, all creed, all nations. When you find yourself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And that's all she wrote. So what else? Oh, we have another one? How many are we going to do then?
How many?
65?
No, I don't have that
But I
many
only
questions.
have 10 minutes. Oh, what are the best things and worst things about touring? Very easy. The best things are I get to fulfill my childhood dream of being a musician and being creative and hanging out with some of the best musicians on the planet and creating music and then playing for the fans. I've made a lot of good friends along the way. If you're a social person like I am, I dig it. I really dig it. The bad side, bar none, is not having my family here with me. So we're trying to find ways to... We try to find ways now to connect here and there, but it's really hard. It's very difficult when you're moving every day. Like today, I got here yesterday. Tomorrow I start moving.
Yeah,
I'll
you go
be
to
in a different
Austria.
city
Yeah.
every night, in every country sometimes. Like we did with the Daisies, we were flying between every country every day. It's insane. So, yeah, I miss that, and I miss being home with my wife, my bed, with our little dog, with my daughter and my son, and being home and being, riding the bike to the beach whenever I feel like it, and going fishing, and taking my kid to archery and going to the, whatever, all that stuff that families do. I miss that. I promised myself, I've been married before and had kids before, and as I started getting older and sober, which, by the way, I celebrate 30 years of sobriety today, September 20th at 3 o'clock, 1987. I stopped doing anything that was mind-altering. So it can be done, guys. And there's a lot of help for you out there if you only reach out. Take the time. Take the time to reach out if you find yourself in trouble. So yeah, the family, being home, having it's a very peaceful feeling when I'm home. And people were asking me, do I have any downtime? That's when I have downtime, And just being part of my kids growing up, I miss that. So, but, there's hundreds, if not thousands of people that would like to be in my shoes. So it's just how life is, You can't get everything you want, but you get what you need.
Yeah, you've got ups and
Is there a
downs.
song? Is there a song? Yes. The ups and downs, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
cool.
like what I always tell my mom. Life has got to have ups and downs, because if it's flat line, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. True. Very true. So, there you go. So you did one with John? Or
Yeah, with John and
somebody?
Dog.
Huh?
With John and Dog in Rotterdam,
Oh, gosh.
before
All
Zoetermeer.
these questions. Hey, Doug. Hey, John. Hey, guys, I miss you. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, let's hope they view this.
What can we expect from from my solo album?
Yeah.
My solo album?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're talking about my solo album?
Yes.
I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm going to eat an apple.
You didn't eat the sticker, did you?
No,
Okay.
I do eat it. I save it for last. I can't tell you how excited it is for me to get in the studio with other musicians, just writing stories and things you believe, philosophies, and I'm very proud of this album. Like, extremely, mind-blowing. Soren Anderson and I got in there, and in 12 days we wrote an album.
In 12 days.
12 days.
That's impressive.
You write your own song?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have a couple of tribute songs there for people and bands that I love. That's a tradition that started with the Dead Daisies, and I love it. I really dig it because those are the bands or the people that influenced you and inspired you in a certain way. Our teachers, they kind of started us on that path. So it's nice to say, hey, thank you. So I'm going to do that. I won't say what it is. Hopefully it'll be a surprise. So what can you expect? Good songs. I'm going to sing as best as I can. There's some great playing. Soren is kicking butt on the production and the writing. Him and I did it all. And then I have some great talents from Denmark, from Copenhagen. Morten Helborn on drums, who came and killed it. He was on his way out too, so we had to do everything in 3 days.
Wow.
So everything's there, and then you can expect good music, I hope, and good songs, and good singing, and good playing. And you'll be the judge of that. You have to be. But I got to tell you guys, I think you're going to like it. There's some good stuff there. So I'm very excited. And that's all I want to say about it. But it's a satisfaction that I get when you take the time and you commit to something, to doing something, as tired as you might be, and you're away from home. And, you know, when the label gets in touch with you, there was a few labels I was talking to, but the label that I decided to go with was Mighty Music and Target. When they call you and they say all the cool things that you want to hear, that inspire you, that are so engaging and supportive in every way, it's like, you got to do it. That's when opportunity. It's opportunity knocking, and you have to open the door. And so, you know, the plus is, hopefully we'll get a great album, great response out there. I'll be able to work behind that album too. And the downside is being away from home again, the same thing. But it's the life of an artist. I think anything that's in the art, anybody that's in the art business, it's just how it is. You know, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It's a hard life.
Yeah.
And my daughter's thinking about coming on board, and I have to support her, you know. But your kids, you want your kids not to go through all the pain and suffering that you went through. And I remember when I was, you know, I got married when I was 16, and I had 2 kids right away. And my career was starting, and I remember it was like, I'm not kidding you, this sounds exaggerated. It was like either buying a set of strings or buying milk for the kids.
Yeah.
And of course, you have to buy milk for the kids. So you find alternate ways to clean the strings. You have to learn how to boil them, clean them with alcohol and stuff, because they were dead, you know. And back in those days, $60 or $50 was a lot of money, it still is. But so, you know, the life of an artist is it's a trip. So when you have an opportunity, this is the answer, the long answer. What you can expect is somebody like me that's really happy about it. That's what you can expect. Hopefully you'll like it. That's all I can say.
When can we expect
It's
it?
coming out in February, and we have to clear the dates because I don't want it to interfere with any, in any way with the Daisy's release album. So I think we have to have, set the date. But we have a title cut. The name of the album is Viva La Rock.
Nice.
Viva La Rock. And that's one of the singles there too. It's a fun song. Great song. Celebrate rock, celebrate life, celebrate music, celebrate flowers, food.
Yeah.
Anything that's good. Get rid of all the bad, all the alcohol and the drugs and all that stuff that wastes your time, it beats up your body, it impedes your ability to be the best you can be. That's all. And I'm gonna stop preaching. Anyway, we have another question? Can you share a secret with... Yes. Really, guys? If you look close, I am a girl. And we'll end this interview on that. Thank you. I love you. One more. Oh, what is the writing process of songs for New Daisy's album? The same that's been there. Like we were talking earlier, there's a lot of the talent pool is so varied and so strong, and it comes from every angle that I'm glad we got Marty Fredrickson involved, me personally, because he really focused the direction of the album. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Live and Louder was an example of that. Compilation of all the other stuff, but it really focused the album. And if you listen to the album, it's very consistent. It's powerful. It's great, good songs, and one direction. So you sometimes need that with a band like us because we could go. Not that it's a bad thing, but Revolucion was a little bit.
Yeah, it's all up and down. Yeah.
I love that.
But it was written by John Stevens and by John Corabi.
There was a couple of songs that everything we write as the Dead Daisies, to be honest.
Yeah, but
But
there were two.
John was
yeah.
there with 2 songs. Was it 2 songs that were before that, before John? 2 or 3 songs, maybe. I can't.
Well,
but
at least Mexico.
Mexico, and that's right. Lock and Load.
Yeah, but that was the previous one. That was the first.
Just trying to think. That's right. It's hard to keep track. But yeah, but stylistically speaking, it was a little scattered. Artistically, I love that. I love to take a right journey, you know. And but the difference between that and well, Live and Louder is a bunch of everything, but make some noise. Just very focused, and Marty was kicking. So the process is we all bring ideas, whether they be on the phone or they be on the laptop, things that somebody gets inspired to. I wrote, some ideas, and we all show up. We put the ideas on the table, we listen to them, and then we pick the best. The best and maybe the ones that kind of make sense with each other, stylistically speaking, and then we develop the songs, and Marty's there for the whole process, and it's great. So the hardest thing in that process is deciding what not to play, because everybody wants to, so.
Everyone wants to play their own part.
But when it comes to the writing, everybody's a writer, so we all share in that, and I believe in that, because everybody puts their 20% in there, the 20% in there, so it's cool. It's all good. It's exciting. I'm excited. I can't wait. That'll be the end of October when I see the boys. Dankjewel. Alsjeblieft.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
The important things. Oh, how is everything on tour with the Dead Daisies different from being on tour solo? On my solo tour. So many things, guys. But, starting off with the way we travel. It's a different level of traveling, which is, it's kind of very cushy. With the Daisies is very comfortable.
Nice hotels.
Accommodations are amazing, the food, the catering, the team of people that we have working around. When it comes down to my solo thing, my solo touring, I have to do it all, which is fine. At the end of the day, it pays off, and it's very rewarding that way. But it's physically draining, financially. You take a beating sometimes, but I do it because I have to do it. I have to do it to fill my glass and to keep going, I picked it. It didn't pick me, so I have to do it justice. So when I get invited to do dates and or record albums or do sessions or tour with other people, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity, and it's a privilege. I look at it like that. So the difference is that, and but I also enjoy doing my solo thing because I'm playing my music and I'm fronting my own band, and I like to be entertaining. I like for people to walk away with a good message, which is more important than anything, I think. And the music's part of it, but it's not all of it. And so, yeah, every tour that I've done for my solo stuff, I walk away feeling I accomplished something important for me. And
Your own
hopefully
goal. Yeah.
Yeah, my own goals, So that's the difference. How do I stay fit and healthy when touring? Beautiful. I eat a lot of this. I drink a lot of water. I try to stay away from foods that kind of bring me down before and after the show. I walk a lot. I'm that guy that cruises around town, tries to move around, try to exercise, do some abs, some breathing stuff. But this tour is gonna, at the end of any given tour, like we just finished with the Daisies, you are fit because you're on stage burning calories and working your muscles and your abs and your core and your legs and so much that it's the side of the business that people don't understand how it's very trying and very testing physically what we do. I mean, you have to really be in good condition to be at your max. If you don't care, then you don't care. If I wasn't a musician, what would I have done for a living? Probably, I really thought I was going to be in the airline business. I really thought I was going to be a pilot when I was a kid, which is very cool how I met David Lowy, and we had so many things in common because my father was, working at General Dynamics in the industry. He worked on the Tomahawk missile, all that stuff. So I thought I was going to be headed in that direction. And my son Marco, who's a bass player now too, he was going in that direction. Excuse me. And the mistake we made is that we grabbed the guitar and went, "Tring," and then 30-something years later, there you go.
Well, at least you travel.
I travel a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes too much. But I'm not complaining. Am I complaining? Am I boring you guys? My first tattoo was this one. Great. We'll end up with this one. And it's a Chinese symbol for love. I. That's all. What can I say about it? I believe in it. Everybody wants it. Everybody has it. Not everybody finds it. But we are all looking for it. Love. Remember. Find it, keep it, hold on to it, share it. It's all over the place. Peace.